My country people, how una day, una welcome to another fine episode of Love Battle on Top WAP TV, your family entertainment channel. Not only here with the day every Friday, they talk about issues that have to do with love matters. Whether I get to do with mama, papa, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, fiancé, boo, bae, finance, anything at all, bring the matter here and we deal with it properly. I dey thank una every time for all the love messages and the review, the one that they send online. They give us joy, they make us happy, and they let us know say we not just dey talk anyhow here. There are people out there listening and enjoying what we do. Somebody sent me a message last week. He talk say, hi, I tried to call him because my topic last week is switching very well. I said, no verse. I said, they try, everybody they try. So please try again, my sister. We are back with another fine episode. Today on Top Love Battle, we to one handle. Should intimacy on a first date make a lady cheap? If you and a man go out on the first time and on a hangout or go on a date and then intimacy happen, intimacy get plenty things on that. If it happens on a first date, does it make a lady cheap? Will you say that lady, they lose, get prestige, get ugu? Yeah, but prestige in our language. What will it be for you? I get to for house will help us handle this topic proper. I have DX2, my favorite artist, our vitamin C and Rwanda Kuruna. Welcome, DX2.
Yeah, thank you. My people, I greet you now.
Then greet you.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yes, sir.
Every Friday we're always here to
That's
give
how
you,
we roll.
Entertain you and
to
give you
them
the
hot.
best.
Confirm.
Stay tuned.
Thank you very much. And by his side, of course, you already know, is the yellowest of them all, Laurentia Wana. You are welcome.
Thank you,
Then
Kube
they greet you.
Special.
Thank you.
Good evening, viewers. It's another beautiful Friday. Last time I said it was high tension. In fact, today, the tension is over high.
You choke.
You can imagine this squad in the house.
Okay.
Or it's gonna be fire.
Okay.
Carry cold water, we go use the quencher. When the fire starts with the burn, you don't go burn it, you know. Look
Okay.
at not that bad. It's gonna be so hot from Love Battle tonight. Stay tuned for us.
Thank you very much, Laurentia. Just know that I will not pay you extra. I won't even pay you for this hype.
You're my person.
Hyping
You're
me.
my person.
It's sweeting me, but I cannot afford it.
Don't worry.
Thank you so
I will
much.
not even collect.
Okay.
You're my party.
Una don't hear. Thank you. Una don't hear the topic where they for ground. Let us hear your case presentation. DX2, what do you think about this topic? Does intimacy on the first date make a lady cheap?
Not at all.
Doesn't?
It doesn't.
Why do you say so?
Intimacy on a first date doesn't really make a lady cheap because there's something they call mutual consent.
Okay.
You understand? If the girls accept, and both partners discussed it and it went well.
Yeah.
Fine. So why does it? We shouldn't target it's cheap or she's cheap. No, it's mutual.
Okay.
Agreed. Okay, let's go. Let's you understand?
Let's get down.
Let's get down. So it's not you can't target cheap. No,
Okay.
It's like you made a request and your request was granted.
The vibe is there.
Yes, the vibe is there.
They give you positive vibe.
Yes, the vibe is there. You play along. You understand? So there's an agreement between two parties, two matured minds. You understand? So you can't tag the other party cheap. No.
If you cheap, two of you cheap together.
You understand? So it's not. You can't target. It's to me. It's a no. You
Okay,
understand? You
no
don't-
problem.
Yeah.
Laurentia, let's hear you. What do you
Okay.
think?
Anyway, the truth is, if you ask me, what is first date and what is intimacy? First date, whom are you going out with on this first date? Person just meet you. And sometimes, it could be that these two parties have not met in person. It may be online. It could be through any means. But this first date might be, this is the first time you are meeting. Let's meet in person. Let's see. Let's discuss. Let's talk. Let me tell you my mind. Let me tell you why I like you. Let me tell you what I have in mind for you.
Okay.
Let's just meet. And at that first date, a lady, you will not go and have an intimacy. Let's make it simple. You go and sleep with a man you don't know. He is a stranger. As far as this first date is concerned, he is a stranger to you. He is a total stranger to you. You will only get to know him when you start getting along. In this case, I can't call you partners. You aren't partners. These are two total strangers coming to meet each other for the first time. You haven't known him. He hasn't known you. He just invited you. Please come. Let's see. And sometimes it could be the lady, because some people might see it as abnormal, but it's still normal. It could be the lady that invited the guy. Please come, let's meet. Let's meet in person. Okay. We've been chatting, we've been talking. You know, let's meet in person. And you come together. The best you could do on this first date, though, the first sight meeting with this guy, is to open your 2 legs. Wow,
my sister, sometimes blood is hot.
Forget.
Country is hot.
Let me tell you the implication of that blood that is hot.
Sorry. Focus on, you see the finger she's pointing.
Because she said blood might be hot. If blood is hot, don't let it hot at that first date. Okay. Before you start making the statement of, he used me and dumped me. I don't like using that statement. But this is in a situation where this kind of statement comes in. I don't like using that statement.
Yes.
So for it not to come in, please, on this first date, hold on. Calm down your blood that is getting hot.
Zip up.
So, yes, or subsequently, the blood can keep hot. We can even get fuel to help pump the blood, make it catch fire.
I get Laurentia and DX2 for the building and the matter what they deal with today now. Does intimacy on a first date make a lady cheap? Laurentia, now you get this 5 minutes. Let's hear your argument proper.
Okay, all right. Maybe if you just joined us, you didn't get our intro. From the analysis, you get the summary of what we're talking about.
Of course.
The topic says, does intimacy makes a lady cheap on the first date? And I'm saying capital yes. Capital and underlined yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Who is this guy? Somebody you are meeting for the first time is a stranger to you. People meet through different means, sometimes through some platforms, in whichever way you meet. And you want to meet first to first at the first time. And you think the best you can do is to accept to sleep with this guy? No, that doesn't come in. I made a statement. I said, this is where this issue comes in. He used me and dumped me. I've always kicked against this statement. Who uses you and dumps you? Or who used you and dumped you? Did the person put gun on your head? That is because you accepted to be cheap. Do you understand? This is where this segment, this word comes in, cheap. When you start saying he used me and dumped me, was because you made yourself cheap. And there's no reasonable guy that meets a reasonable lady at the first time and he demands. Peradventure, for any reason he demands, he is moved. Sometimes most of you go out on the first date to attract.
You wear open body.
However you want to do it, this guy would hold himself. But as a man as he is, if he is moved to ask, it's normal. He is a man. If he isn't moved, he might not be normal. Yes. He is a man. But if he requests, reject, calming down, let him understand it is a first date. You don't know him yet. You don't know him yet. Do you know sometimes, if it isn't planned, he just comes. The way he is moved, he'll request for it, and you accept. Una run and sharp. You know, it may not be a protected one. Because it wasn't planned. Many things are involved. Many things are involved. Either you contact a disease, you might get you call it unwanted pregnancy. I never called any pregnancy unwanted. Because before you accept to even sleep with a man, I don't care whether if you are calculating your
menstrual cycle.
Yes or not. But the issue is that before you accept, that is, you've made up your mind to do it.
Yeah.
In any way, you are moved. So when anything that happens or comes out of it, it is not unwanted. You wanted it from day one. So stop using that statement. He used me and dumped me. He gave me, he got me pregnant and abandoned me. Now I'm starting with the baby. I'm a single mother. And, you know, you start releasing curses on the guy. When you make yourself cheap, not be every curse, they happen the way when I take curse.
Some they stop for junction.
Why would you make yourself cheap? Like I said, this guy is a stranger to you, and you as well is a stranger to this guy. Even some guys, you also make yourself cheap by requesting to sleep with a lady you don't know for the first time.
Yes.
You know what kind of spirit you meet?
Oh.
They know they happen. Almost if they happen. Spirits they waka in human's form. Do you understand? Some might be agents of darkness, so you never know. Don't you know? Don't you know? Some people might have gotten initiated, possessed through sleeping with a possessed lady. A lady they never knew. You just met for the first time. You request to sleep with the person and you accept to sleep on the first date. Before you even start saying situation warranted it, where is this place you are meeting? Under normal circumstances, if you're meeting with a guy for the first time, if you're meeting with a stranger for the first time, nothing whatsoever should warrant it being in a secret place where that kind of a thing can take place. Nothing whatsoever should warrant it. For me, I should be scared. I should be scared. Many things are happening.
Yes.
Some people disguise in the name of I love you, I want to see you, I want to meet you. And some ladies, they're so desperate to hear, I'm looking for a wife to marry, so let's meet and talk. You get prepared and ready to accept whatever that comes out of that dating. You won't accept it. You sleep with him. Most of them might be in disguise. We've heard of several cases. So some people that ended their life in hotel where they've gone to meet a man for the first time.
Yes.
So please, it is not proper. It's not advisable to accept to sleep with a man on your first date. It makes you cheap. Not just cheap, capital and underline cheap. And when it happens, this guy disappears. Do you know he's coming to see you for the first time? It could be a test. So I might even request this to just test you. He might even not do it. Do you know it happens?
True.
You know it happens.
True.
Like a guy, does it not happen? Let's see.
Why are you asking me?
Some guys may even ask this to tempt you. Because he may not be the only guy asking you out.
Yes.
What if you have up to 5 guys asking you out for the first time?
And so they're friends.
Yes, you know it happens.
Yes.
It pretends now.
True.
You know, you've met this one online, you've met this one at a place, met the other one at a place, met this one at this place and all that. I'm at WAP TV here talking, I'm meeting of the guys here. Oh, babe, I love you, let's talk, let's meet. We have a date and I'll step to sleep with him. Mbano. If I do it, it might be a test. He goes to us, oh guy, I guy no be amo. I don't try it. He accept. That one come try your own. Fix you on a date. And if that one sees you are the desperate type, baby girl, you're so pretty. You have all the virtues I take in the woman I want to call my wife. Can we meet and talk? You accept. You meet and talk. You get talking. He requests. As usual, you succumb. The second person. Third person asks for dates again. So how many guys are you gonna lay your body for on a first date? How many guys? So because it is a first date, like I said, he remains a stranger to you.
Okay.
If it is a test of the kind of human being you are, don't fall to it. Then if it is the guy is serious requesting for this, don't accept. Let him remain a stranger until after this first date. Subsequently, when you've got to know this guy very well, whatever you feel like doing with him, Oma, carry go.
Thank you very much, Laurentia. I feel like you see my hand from then I'll go when you do hand like this. Thank you very much. DX2. I see you laughing and
Make it laugh.
Hey.
Attack me.
Sit
down.
You know, say on the way the artist.
If you that easy, right?
For every music shoot, you see different kind of video vixen. Fine girls.
And we later settle down with them.
How many? Can you imagine?
Love at first date.
Really?
Yes.
All right, let's get DX2.
No, you see, it's very simple. The analysis where you make. Let me counter it. See, did you check in a situation where we say this man is not in the country, and he saw the lady online or Facebook or Instagram thing, and chatted her, coming to Nigeria to spend maybe just a week, and you are saying it's not that she's gonna find herself cheap for accepting the man's proposal. When I mean proposal, like to have mutual on the. This man just have 1 week to spend, and maybe just won't make you carry pregnancy for him before going back. You understand? So you go there.
Married.
No,
So you just came in because you came from abroad.
Not be married
You want
matter.
people to get pregnant
Hold
for
on.
you.
No, hold on.
Make I
Hold
hear
on. It's
my
not abroad thing. It's not an abroad thing.
It's abroad.
It's not an
Put
abroad.
on the
Yeah, no,
table.
I'm telling you.
And truly,
For
this abroad
instance,
have caused trouble for plenty
for
girls.
instance, this man came down to spend just
Okay,
a week.
no problem.
Fine. Okay, let's live abroad. He's in town.
Yes.
And he has just 1 week more to spend before his visa expires.
Okay.
And he met you.
Okay.
Tells you, see, I'll be leaving. I beg, talk truth. If now you go let that man go like that for 1 week. When you know that when this man returns to US, he's coming back to Nigeria might be in the next 3-4 years. You get it?
Yeah.
Or somebody who works offshore on the high sea. who comes on a dry land for
Yes.
like maybe once
He
once
comes
in
on
6 months.
a dry land to mate
You understand?
and go back.
You don't understand? These people, this man self wants to settle down, but you know
Okay.
the nature of the job don't
He's too busy.
it doesn't permit.
Yeah.
So these are the so if you try and consider all those, then aside from that, being cheap is not because I say hi, you accept, then we go down there, you say the lady is cheap.
Okay.
I have seen several hello like that leads to marriage.
True. True. You
Love
did.
on the first date. I saw a lot of comments on Instagram where somebody will write, somebody just sent hi to my DM. I didn't reply him. After a while, I just said, okay, let me just say hi to this guy. And before you know, we met, sat down, we talked, and that is how he put the ring in my hand. Bam. And so the girl become married woman.
Na man we know wetin dey find.
You don't understand? We plenty like that where they find, we'll know it within
Yes,
the...
just let's be discussing general discussion. Let's discuss general discussion.
So there are so many things, circumstances like that happens. You might meet a lady in the bus while you understand. Hello, phone and talk. See, when you see this marriage of a thing, most times people know they plan am. You just fall in love that first day. Bam, the girl don't fall in love. You self don't fall in love. It's like a magnet. It jams together. Before you know, this guy go house, go tell him, mama, say, I don't see my wife.
Like play.
Woman go house, say, sir, my daddy, I've seen somebody I wants to marry.
That's what that
He'll
take
be,
marriage.
he doesn't take, he don't, all these things doesn't,
Shock us.
gone are those days when you go to do 21 days dry fasting to, no, or they pray put on top the woman, they pray put on top the man. No.
Yeah, go pray now.
Under one,
They are not
some
go pray.
circumstances, you know, they do try, man, I know you guys are planning, what is it called, traditional marriage already. You understand? So, if you did there, they wait, say, yeah, I'm going to be cheap,
Don't be
I'm
lying.
going to be cheap.
I've seen people like
there are
that.
hunters everywhere hunting for that same thing where they see they run for.
Yes.
So if you don't give it a try, say, okay, it's possible. Even your instinct needs to be telling you. There's something they call instinct. It tells you, this guy not my husband. This girl not my wife. If it happens, most times, I don't know, but if you see it like that, it happens.
Yes, all those video vixen, no one with this thing where they tell that instinct never tell you say this one na your wife.
No.
No one.
They never.
You never.
Your first date.
Yes, you understand. So they're just video vixens. We are there for business, not for. I'm not. We're here.
Okay.
I didn't mean we are ready
People
now.
no longer see wife in business places.
No, we see wife in business places. Now, why
Okay.
not? So,
First date.
so
Intimacy.
these are the circumstances that you need to put in place first.
Okay.
You don't just tag a girl or a woman or a lady that she's cheap because she get down with a guy on the first date. No, mutual consent, maturity, two matured minds coming together. All right, what's up? Agreed, fine. You understand? We get down, and some might even want to continue the relationship. While some might, man,
vibe is not there.
I'm done. You understand? I just want to have.
And nobody
fun.
is angry.
Yeah, no be angry thing. We can still, hello, I hope you are good, normal. You understand? So it's not, you don't target to, if you get down, you must marry.
Yeah.
No, don't target that way.
Okay.
If you get down, you must marry. You understand? There is a lot of things you can achieve in meeting somebody at the first time.
Okay.
From there, you guys can share business. You can share ideas. You guys can build a home. You understand? You never expected. You go. You say we look at jokingly. Now, wow. Now so this thing they happen. You understand? Before you know, you don't turn to married man or married woman. So you don't tag a woman cheap because she gets down with the guy she met on the first date. No,
No
it doesn't sound well. It doesn't augur well with me.
Does intimacy on a first date make a lady cheap? Yeah, that is what we're handling right now. I know some are day for house, and I get things when I like talk. Now is the time. Please call us. Let us hear your opinion. The number them day your screen. If you cannot make a phone call, enter Facebook or Instagram. They handle them Nawab TV channel. Drop a message, and I read it here live and direct. If you can call us on Skype, they handle Nawab TV. Call us. We would like to hear your opinion. If you can call on WhatsApp video call, I would love to see your face, please. By any which way, call us. Just reach out and let us share opinions on this topic. And if you go ahead, while my messages they come.
You know, when DS was talking, I was just busy calculating some things in my mind.
Okay.
Nobody is against responding to hi you see on your DM from a guy.
Okay.
Yes, I believe so vividly. Some people meet at the first time, they become serious, and they delve into something serious from that meeting. But that has not made it proper to accept intimacy on the first day. If you're meeting on the first day, this is just for introduction. For introduction, you meet yourselves. So you can even come and start discussing about yourselves, talking about yourselves, start discussing business. You get to meet, become business partners, exchange a kind of a business transaction and all that. All those he said are accepted. But accepting to sleep with him can never make it. Yeah, it can.
Let's talk to Peter.
Hello.
Hold that thought. Hello, Mr. Peter. Good evening, sir.
Hey, Mama, how are you? Good evening.
Say again, sir.
Say good evening.
How are you now?
Good evening, sir. Thank you for calling.
Good evening, yeah. Yes, this time around I want to support Lorenta.
Thank you, sir. He has always
I want to support Lorenta
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
because Lorenta's argument is actually real.
Okay.
And,
Thank you.
she's actually direct to the point and in fact she's on point.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
But the other guy
His name is
seems
DX2,
to be
sir.
beating around the bush. Because I'm a man. Let me tell you, there are these things that I want to say here that there's love at first sight. It is natural. But it does not mean hello?
Can you
Go
hear me,
ahead,
sir?
sir.
There's love at first sight. You cannot actually dispute that one. But the truth is that mark this word, that cheap and the first date. Take note of those, they are very important. Cheap, first date. First date is for introduction, just to know yourself.
Yes.
Then that day will go.
Okay.
And it must be done in a public place and not a private place where something else could at least take place. The unexpected.
Exactly.
You have to avoid the unexpected. What are you even going to do on the first day? It's ridiculous. To me, I see it as a thing that is not too. It's not fine enough.
Okay.
After that day, after doing yourselves, calling me, then you need that day, set another date for, in fact, continuous. Because after that, you can begin to develop your relationship. That first day is not to say, I love you, I want to marry you, I love you. You can say anything, but there must be development.
Of course, sir.
All right.
I start on the fact that when you see somebody for the first time, it could lead to marriage in due course, but not instantly.
Of course.
Let me tell you, many guys have actually debunked, in fact, rejected the person they impregnated. I didn't expect you to. I'm not prepared for this, so you must be prepared, though. You must be prepared. If not me, I go say, if, for example, let me use myself as an example, if I find myself in such, a category, I will not shy from it, I will accept it. Tomorrow is coming. When you can take cake and have it, who sent you that message? Were you drunk? Were you forced to do it? After I don't clear finish, you talk, say, no, in my life, you go carry him. You carry the
You go carry him for your head.
The good is not good, though. You must carry him.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. High five, sir. Yes, Papa, did you hear that?
He's an ancient man, so...
Ancient
Hey!
what?
Hey,
you saying?
my oga, he said it's not
does that voice-
He said you are ancient
Does
man.
that voice sound ancient to
Please
you?
call again, Mr. Peter.
The man is making sense.
I'm hitting.
Real sense.
So...
Love at first sight is okay. He quite accepts that. Me, I'm quite comfortable with that. But that doesn't mean you should have intimacy at that first time, Mbano.
Okay.
Baba.
Are you saying we haven't seen situation whereby love at first sight or first date works and
Leads to marriage.
after getting down, pregnancy pregnancy came in, and the guy accepted it and they wedded and they became one.
See.
I don't understand.
The percentage of in a situation where guys accept this situation might be just 5%. Somebody you're meeting for the first time, peradventure, you have an intimacy with her, you get her pregnant, she comes to tell you she's pregnant. Most of the guys do reject it. How do I know I'm the one? Yes, most of the guys do reject it.
Not most.
How do I know I'm the one? Because this person was just seeing it for the first time.
There's
He
DNA,
might
there's
even tell
DNA.
you that.
You do DNA test.
He might DNA
yes.
in which country?
DX2.
In which
How
country?
many people
Why pregnant?
Money.
How much?
Okay, well, they do that. They do that.
They do DNA. It's
During pregnant, they
How
do
much
that.
in this country?
I don't know.
How much?
They do
People
DNA.
can't.
No,
it's not easy.
it's a fact. Yes,
See,
it's not easy, but that
the
you need
thing
to
is that
you just need to
the
go and
number
check.
of people that
if you are
accept
the
this
owner or not.
DNA is just few percentage because of the money involved. In fact, if it was that cheap, people wouldn't have been landing themselves into some troubles they are today. Yes, you can see some people accepting pregnancy that may not be theirs because they can't afford DNA. It's not that cheap. Let me tell you, it's just higher class people that are doing it.
Yeah.
People aren't doing it because it isn't affordable as far as this country is concerned. So don't bring in that. Don't bring in that.
But let's face the fact that DNA or no DNA, you won't tell me say the guy we do the thing no say na him get am.
You can't just. Sorry, let's hold that or let's talk to Amarachi. We'll come back to it. Hello, Amarachi. Good evening.
Yes, I say yes to that.
You
Let
say
the leadership. You can't just
okay.
you can't just meet somebody on a FaceTime
She's angry.
and just decide to go in with the person. Hello.
You can hear you. Go ahead,
ma.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I say yes.
Okay, reduce the volume of your TV.
Seriously. Seriously, I advise ladies to always be careful. Hello?
We
You're
can hear
listening
you.
to your TV at home and it's confusing. Please reduce the volume of your television. You're gone. And that is because your TV is confusing you. You're repeating. Please reduce the volume when you call. We get a video call. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to Love Bat. Your name, please.
I'm Ugochi.
Ugochi. Nice to hear from you. Please go ahead. We can hear you.
All right. I support Ms. Loretta over what she's talking about.
Okay,
Thank
that's
you, ma'am.
Mauricia.
Thank you.
How can you meet somebody for the very first time and you have an intimacy with a person? Who does that?
PNC, who does that?
Sorry.
It's okay for you to sit down with the person. It's
sorry.
okay for you guys to talk over things, important matters.
Of course.
Yes. Or maybe
course.
if the person is actually asking you out, you guys can just know yourselves from there.
Okay.
But not bedding you that particular day. It's messed up now. It's fucked up.
No, but this
It's
is
not nice.
Who does that?
21st century. We
Please don't use strong language.
We
It's
don't-
television.
Forget the 21st century. Just forget it.
Okay.
That's what's killing us. Normal levels or normals. Person not supposed to do that kind of thing.
I don't understand,
Imagine
Baba.
somebody begging you, a stranger. Just like she said, a stranger for that matter. Someone you don't even know.
Total
From
stranger.
Adams.
Yes.
It's somehow now.
Okay.
Thank
It's
you.
messed up.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank
she
you.
said,
Two
Thank you.
who does that?
No, hold on. Two strangers coming together,
Uh-huh.
having a
Uh-huh.
mutual consent,
Yeah.
and you are saying, you see, gone are those days. Gone are those days.
Sorry, we get
when
Michael.
when
Hello, Mr. Michael. Good evening. Sorry.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please reduce the volume of your television, sir.
Oh, I've done that.
Go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah, I am here to speak on this topic. Does female consent does it make a lady cheat?
I can hear your TV, sir.
Honestly speaking, I don't think it makes a lady cheat to me.
Madam,
Can you hear me?
because you can hear your TV. That's why we can't
Your
hear
TV is disturbing.
Okay, I'm out of the TV now.
you. Okay.
Okay, that
Can you hear me
works.
now? Can you hear me now?
Go ahead, sir. Yes.
Yeah, to me, I don't think it makes the lady cheat. It does not make the lady cheat.
Why you talk so?
Madam.
In 2013, I met my wife in Yobe.
Excuse me. Go ahead, sir.
I met my wife in Yobe 2013.
Okay.
The first day we met, I knew what happened. And that is the woman I'm married the next year. I'm still with her today.
I
Clap for her.
like
Clap for him. Clap for
Can you-
him
I want-
now.
Let's hear him.
You
Let's
are
hear
one
him.
in a million.
I met her April 2013. I paid for her head August 2013.
Oh.
Because of the financial constraint, and because I work with customs anyway,
Okay.
I did the wedding in November.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean because the intimacy we have for the first date make me think she was cheap.
Yeah.
She was never cheap to me. And that is the woman I'm married to today. I have to
Oh.
live with that.
Wow.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Baba don't get support. I Has he
Thank you very
gone?
much. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, I want to ask you a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Please, sir, you know, this case you just gave, you just 1 out of 100. But I want to ask, assuming your daughter tells you, Daddy, I've just met a guy and he wants to have a date with me just tomorrow, and you permit her to go, and she asks you, Daddy, what if he asks to have an intimacy with me?
cannot ask that kind of
Hold
question.
on. Sir, what would you tell your daughter?
Honestly speaking, it depends on the man in question. Like me, I was ready for marriage as at that time.
Okay.
You don't know this man, sir. You know you don't know this man. I just said, if she asks you.
Look at the thing. The first day I saw my wife, that very day I saw her, she was coming out from school. Yeah, I was working already. I was also schooling in Yobe, Damaturu.
Okay.
So she was coming out from the school gate. I met her at the school gate. I asked her, can I give you a ride? She was going to somewhere. The time she was trying to sing.
Oh, you had a car.
You know, from there we went out.
Right?
I think, I brought her back to school. So the point was that before that day, I already made up my mind that any guy I'm going to date now, any guy I'm going to date, she'll be the guy I'm going to marry.
Oh.
I'm not looking for an angel. At that time, I told myself I'm not looking for an angel because I'll never see an angel. Because of angel, I was looking for an angel. I spent time and a lot of girls that come my way. I was selecting because yes, I told my mother, I'm not more looking for angel. If it's not angel, I will make her to be. I will fix her to what I want.
Fantastic.
Hold on.
Yes, that hand you're hitting, I don't like it.
Fantastic.
Hold on. Is it there? Let me tell you.
Make her an
This is
angel.
1 out of 100.
This man just
It's
made
1
my-
out of 100.
He made my weekend.
Another person can follow this footstep
on.
and fall a victim of you use me and don't
You
me.
said
You got me
it's
pregnant.
1 in a million. We have
Baba,
many of these
it's
situations
not as if you
out
don't know the
there.
truth.
There are many of these situations out there. Not 1 in a million.
Yet,
Why
you
is
have,
it not happening to DX2?
yet, you have
Many
many
situations
things
Leave
are
me alone
like
first
there.
now. Leave
But
me
the
alone.
situation they avoid you. You dodge them.
Kube?
I picked one thing. He said the first day I met her, I know what happened.
Yes, now that
And
is
see,
to tell
and
you.
did
Yes, everything happened.
Hold on, Baba.
I know what
Everything
happened.
happened and he engaged the
Baba,
woman
hold on,
straight.
hold on, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Did you get the aspect where he said he knew he had already made up his mind? The
wants
kind of
to settle
person,
down.
yes, he wanted to go and marry.
lot of
And when
guys-
hold
a
on,
lot-
calm down. And when he met this lady, he saw this virtue. See, he is a responsible man.
Okay.
And he knew what he wanted. He saw it.
Sorry, we have
Even
Idris.
though that thing
No vex,
happened,
Idris
that
is
didn't stop
there.
him from going for what he wanted.
Hello, Idris. Thank you for saving me.
Thank you so much, madam, and thank you for your 2 guests.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for calling.
Yes. In fact, I'm sharing your topic this evening. Quite interesting.
Okay.
If anyone says that for the first time intimacy make a lady sleep, the answer is 100% no. And in another set as well, I will also intimate my own opinion.
Okay.
That's my own opinion that yes, no man except if you a lady make yourself so cheap.
Yeah.
Why did I say so? The first time I saw you and I'm trying to test your capability and your actions towards me, and you fall in, it shows that you have said you feel that makes yourself so cheap.
Okay.
So, and any man who throw that kind of question to you, please, I want to do this to you. You as a lady as well, please, use your intelligence and be proactive and give him the right answer.
Okay.
From there, he will now know that this is the right person, that this is the type of person I want. So, for me, and when we also go into the religion realm as well, that is the same way. So, it's totally unacceptable. It's a taboo. So, for me, I will pick let me say I will pick the one of the religion way, so that make every lady try to have their senses and know the type of man they are going with. Any man that just goes that, not all of them are at least are not all of them are not pure. Most of them are pure, but they are trying to test your capability. Are you sincere? Are you the type of lady they want? Yes. By the time you are able to give them that right answer, you are there and you are going to be their best lady. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to express.
Thank you so much. You're
Thank
highly
you,
welcome.
sir.
You're highly
No,
welcome.
I can't say he really got
He
everything
was,
said.
he
was passionate about
he
it.
lectured us. We have a
I think we
call.
have a caller.
Oh, we do.
He lectured us.
Hello, good
This one I do, yes,
evening.
Baba, friend.
Hello, good evening.
I like your lights.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Are you in your house?
Yes.
You're in your house.
Goodbye.
Is this kind of
Yeah,
light?
my name is Ola.
Let me
Coming
not
from
say what I
Abuja.
want to say. This light.
All
Girls
right.
like
Allah,
this
you're
light.
welcome.
You're highly welcome.
Okay. I want to say something.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You see, before I will start, I want to know if intimacy you people are talking about is what we know. Because that as what is displaying your screen, I said, does intimacy on the first date make a lady cheap?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
no. Absolutely no.
Okay.
It depends on the both of you, how you people define it, to my own understanding. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, the intimacy we are talking about, if, for instance, we are not looking at it as both people are strangers, like I am just, you can't just meet somebody and have intimacy. It's something you plan. You say, let's go out. And this definitely, you have known this person before. You are going on a date. Now, the intimacy doesn't count whether a lady is cheap or not.
Okay.
What makes a lady cheap is what happened after the intimacy.
What
I don't know if you
happens
understand what
after
I'm
it?
saying.
Yes, I'm getting
Now,
this point.
if what as
Just to explain to us.
What he's trying to say is
He is not trying to say
what
anything.
happened after
was-
the intimacy that makes the lady cheap. That maybe if the lady opt out and I don't want this guy again, if she goes and meet another guy.
How does that make-
That is
how
what
does that
he's
make
trying
the
to. That is the
person
point. That is the angle he was
Really?
trying to.
How does
go.
that make a lady cheap?
Well, we'll
According
never
to-
know.
according
He
to
was,
him.
We have to take
see,
what yes to.
he was
Yes, according to
actually
him.
complicating it because the guy said, no, it doesn't make a lady cheap. On his explanation, he said, you can't just meet for the first time. He asked for that, and you must have come
Sorry,
before.
we'll have another
You know,
caller. Hello, good evening, sir.
this is how they look us. I don't like him. What happened?
Hello.
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
I'm good. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the
Thank you
show.
for calling WAP TV.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
I'm calling all the way from Benin Republic.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
We'll pour you
Bon
water.
après-midi.
Mercy.
Okay, go ahead.
Baba.
The ongoing
Topic.
does intimacy on the first date makes a lady cheap?
Yes.
Well, it depends on how the outcome is. Sometimes if there is any intimacy on the first date, for me, I will not call it a cheap one. I
Okay.
will not say the girl or the lady is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that sometimes there are some people they will fall at the first sight. And sometimes there are some of the ladies, if they have intimacy on the first date,
Yes.
they will make you to know, or they will assure you that what we just did, it doesn't mean that I'm cheap,
Okay.
but this is what I want. And you find out that the second time or the third time of date, they will not even allow you to go through. For you to know that they are not cheap, but this is just what they want
Okay.
because of the love they had or they have for you that particular time.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So for me, I would say the lady is cheap just
All right.
because this is what she wants at that particular moment.
Okay.
That is my own opinion.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much,
A
sir.
very valid point.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Does that really come in?
Let me add.
Did-
Let
you-
me
you-
add.
you
does it
didn't-
come in?
You didn't get it.
Yes,
You
yes,
didn't
it
get
does.
Does it come in?
You didn't
It
get
does.
it.
Somebody you don't know, you accepted to have intimacy the
Okay,
first
for
time.
some people-
Second time you say you don't want.
For some people,
Third time you say you don't
it's,
want. What's that?
It's curiosity, yes.
For some people, it's curiosity. They
Yes,
just want
curious.
to satisfy that
thought. Yeah, that thought.
And when they feel in like,
Really, you know, yeah,
That is the most cheapest
No,
act.
it's not cheap.
The
It's
most
not.
cheapest
No,
act
I shall
ever.
finish you guys.
This
It's
is
not
the most cheapest
That is not
act
cheap. That is
ever.
not cheap.
This-
No.
You did something, you now say, what was even that? What did I
No,
do?
you were
just felt
no.
cheap.
See, you were
and regretted falling cheap.
Listen,
That's what
listen.
it means.
You were
You accepted?
You were lusting for Uber, and you got Uber and you ate it. The following day, you said you don't want Uber anymore. You need rice.
What makes you
So
got lost
it doesn't.
for Uber?
No, that
What is
doesn't make
lost in
that doesn't
Uber?
make you cheap.
You saw Uber. You don't know like it is bitter Uber. You don't like the pepper Uber. You may have ulcer. You don't accept pepper Uber. You accept Uber. After eating Uber, ulcer crisis will not be killing you. You will not start treating the ulcer. You say because you were lost for Uber, that ulcer doesn't come in.
Let me read one or two messages before we begin the roundup. I see our time don't almost finish. Okay, here we'll get Kanu Friday. In talk say, this does not really make a lady cheap. I have had stories like this before. In fact, my friend and his wife met and got down on their first date. They have 3 children right now.
Fantastic.
Well, it works for them.
You
fine.
said it's 1 in a million.
Oh,
It's
yes.
one in a-
It
there are
works for
many
them
out there.
fine.
There are many out there.
Baba, carry your
I'm
research
telling-
now.
I'm telling you.
Do your research. You
Nonso,
find out what's up.
Nonso Allison, sorry guys. Nonso Allison says it should not count as cheap. Because if you say it's cheap, it's 2 of them. Now you go cheap, the cheap they go.
Thank you.
Say it's not just one
not
person
cheap.
that's involved. So
Yes.
if you say cheap, 2 of you, cheap.
Provided cheap
Lady,
is there.
cheap,
Man,
man,
cheap.
Provided
Cheap.
cheap is there.
Eh.
No, not accept that they are cheap now.
and
They will tell
who
you
is
they are
this?
men.
Amanda Kematok say, I don't think it will mean anything like that for a guy that is serious about you, unless it's somebody that is chop and clean mouth.
Serious.
If it's somebody
would you know?
chop and clean mouth, well, you can never know.
You,
No,
You
no,
can
no,
never
you
know.
can know. You can read.
See,
You can
I
read
can
from
know.
actions.
You know
can read
what
from
I'm
minds.
saying
You
is
can read
that
from
you can
actions, DX2. You can hardly read from actions because you've not seen smooth players. You've not seen smooth
Very
players.
innocent
that
players.
Oh.
So innocent. And after that day, line
DX2.
blocked. Social media platform blocked.
I'm telling
Even
you.
road when they pass,
They
blocked.
fit even see
You
for road
cannot
like,
see him on road
have we
again.
met? Do I know
I
you?
know you. Who is she? Which one is talking about?
You go just cry.
Can't they
You
find-
go begin dey cry.
Remember that day now? That E3 now? Not me. I say you who? Let us be careful.
Oh, okay, great. Our time don't finish, so we're gonna begin the sign out. DX2,
Yeah.
sharp, 30 seconds.
Like I said, it's not it's a welcome development. If a guy meets a lady at a first sight or a first date, and it's 2 matured minds that agreed on something,
Okay.
and they enjoy themselves, and it might lead to marriage, but not necessarily it has to be for marriage. These are 2 matured minds. They decide, they agreed,
But
and
it's
they,
scratch.
you understand? So it's no gun on the head.
Yes.
No force, no, you understand? So you don't start tagging it cheap. It's not
Okay.
the girl, the woman or lady. It's not cheap.
All right. Thank
So,
you very much.
My name is
Laurentia,
DX2.
Ladies,
Let's
be
go.
careful. Meeting a guy on the first date, he is a stranger to you.
like an artist.
Don't go down with a stranger for the first time.
Okay.
If you love him, just keep having a subsequent date with him.
Yes.
And with time, you will get to know what he means for you. You can then accept whatever you want to accept.
Okay.
To avoid bringing it to social media, she has triplets. The person will give belly run away. Come they sort for fund for you, for social media.
Keep me anonymous.
Anonymous. I don't know the man. The papa, I don't know. So just be careful.
Thank you very much, guys. I enjoyed today's episode. I hope so yourself enjoy them. If you feel say you too miss anything, no worry. Monday morning, 10:30 a.m. If you watch a repeat episode of this one only on Top Wap TV, don't forget to follow us, follow our social media handles, so you'll be the first to know anytime we drop anything online. Facebook, Instagram, and where we that? YouTube. Yeah, but Wap TV channel. Please turn on post notification button. When anything land, you go hear them and you go fit watch up. Till we'll come again next week with another fine topic. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.